What's up? What's up? What's going on, people? This Richie Rich right here. Got some of my WTU members in the place to be. Everybody introduce themselves. Starting with Drees.
aka Jedi, coming representing the mid south, the bottom of the south, however you want to call it. Presenter and everything like that. Passing it on to the next, we have.
Go ahead, Brian, and then Shaheed, Royal.
Yo, what's up, man? It's Brian. Yeah, I'm out working, man. So it is what it is. Just trying to give a give some good content, man. Talk to you guys, see what's going on out there, man. Out there in the field.
Go ahead, Royal.
Yeah, man. Name is Shahad. Royal Illness from Lexington, Kentucky, representing WTU, man, and ready to give y'all some good content on how to travel and how not to travel.
Introduce yourself, Nick. You're the last one. You just came in.
Uh, I'm Nick. I'm here in Medellin, so I've been traveling off, to plenty live in Medellin, but right now I'm, located in Medellin to just check out opportunities, see what's going on, check out residency visas and programs. So I'm here for an extended stay until about mid-January. We've also this year been to Dominican Republic 3 times. Was in Berlin for 2.5 months. Acapulco for about a week for a conference, and been in. I did an earlier visit to Medellin in January for about 3 weeks. I've been here for about a month and a half so far from my
All
second
right.
visit.
All right. So Nick, you go after Shaheed. We're gonna try to do things in the order. So Drees after me, and Brian after Drees, and Royal then back to Nick. So we'll just try to chop it up like that. So I mean, guys, if just try to be courteous to each other. And we got a lot of people on the panel tonight, so we're not really used to that. So we're gonna try to organize this thing. So what's the next move for you, Mr. Drees? What's the deal, man? What we trying to do in March, and what we got going on, man?
They said it was in and out. Say it one more time for me.
So what you got going on nowadays, man? What you cooking up, man? What's in the pot?
For me, first thing that I'm going to be looking forward to doing is getting together with foreign exchange. I didn't quite hear your question that's other than what's cooking in the pot, so I'm just going to tell you what I got cooking.
All right.
Into I'm about to go into mirror trading, where they have to be the person doing the trading. I could give it to a broker; they do the trades for me. I'm in demo account right now, and I'll be looking forward to investing in the mirror trading in it for travel from here on out. That's where it is what will be facilitating me living abroad as well. Take down pat. But as far as the group goes, one thing I'll be looking forward to present to the group is the possibility of pool we travel. We could get a villa, or we could get, if we want to throw a party, we could throw a party and monetize money coming back to all of us. But else cooking, I just go ahead on and just hold off and bring that to person.
Okay. All right. All right. What you got cooking over there, Brian? What's the next deal with you, man? Same question to everybody down the line.
Yeah, I'm just chilling out, man. Working, doing a lot of work, man. I plan on getting out of here this month. Headed to DR for a couple of days and Colombia for about a month. Um, I myself, I'm into some um, investments as well. looking for more investments, but in the forex markets and things of that nature, also in real estate. But yeah, man, I plan on getting my YouTube channel up and running, up and rolling. Everybody keep asking me about YouTube, putting me up a YouTube channel, man. So I might I'm gonna go and buckle down and get to it, man, and get me a little YouTube channel. And you know, talk about finance, talk about, you know, travel, you know, just try to keep it you know, keep it clean. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's all I got.
All right. So, you got some investments you got going on now. You want to share? Just kind of touch on that if you feel like it or whatever.
Yeah, I have some personal investments going on where I'm investing in some programs when it comes to cryptocurrencies and forex markets. But it's more of a personal thing, you know, where I put my own money into it. I don't really you know, I like to wait. I like to wait and see if things work first before I, you know, give anybody else that information, because I don't want anybody to lose their money or go into it, you know, with a high risk. So what I like to do is I like to, you know, when someone comes to me with a situation, prime example, a buddy of mine came to me just 3 days ago with an investment situation. When someone comes to me and it was rolling for about 8 months, and he's been on it. He's been rolling with it for about 2 months, and he's up 40% on his money. You know, so you know, yeah, 40%,
Beautiful.
40%. That's good. And so I actually invested yesterday, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna let it go for a month. I'm gonna let it go for 30 days on my own money and see how it works out before I even let anybody know exactly what it is. Because like I said, I don't. I've been in situations where I've had friends to do something or invest money, and you know, they'll tell somebody else about it, and the other person they might lose. You know, anytime you invest, I always tell people, you know, never invest anything more than what you're willing to lose, because, you know, it's investments, man. You know, there's a risk there. So I had a friend of mine, and he pretty much kind of told somebody about some investments he was doing, and the person ended up losing that money, and they kind of blamed him for it. So I wouldn't want to be in that type of situation. So I always like to test things out first with my own money before I, you know, disclose anything else out. But yeah, I'm gonna let it roll for about a month and see how it goes.
All right. Brother Roy, what same questions, brother? What you got cooking up, brother?
Well, I'm kind of trying to see how it shakes out for this next WTU excursion. I don't know if we trying to go to Brazil or not in March. My cousin, he wants me to go with him to it's not you know, intercontinental, but it's to Arizona. I've never been anywhere left of the I haven't went to the left coast at all, man. So I might do that depending on the time. And right now I'm in that phase to where I want to go to Brazil with you cats. Don't really know what's going on, so I guess we got to discuss that further. And then my birthday's in May, so I kind of want to either do the Medellin thing again, or if not, then Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. So I'm like, I need to find out where the slots is gonna drop so I can like make my move and like buy my freedom papers, aka my tickets, my plane tickets. So once I figure out where and how everybody's moving, then I'll make my move.
Okay. All right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Nick, you still with us, man? I know you're a little busy over there.
Yeah, I'm still with you guys. So for me, I'll be here until about mid-January. Then there's the Anarchapulco conference that I want to go to in Acapulco, Mexico. That's in around February. So I go to Mexico around mid-January. I'm gonna check out some friends, network with a few people that are over there, because I'm involved and interested in cryptocurrency. So there's a cryptocurrency exchange and that's based in Mexico City. So that's a national exchange. And then it's going to be probably might be going back to the States for a little while and then come back to Colombia. I don't know if we're going to make the March trip to Brazil. I mean, I've been there ages ago, but I don't know. It's because it's around Carnival, and that's going to be pretty expensive, and it's like everything just shuts down really. And Rio at that time, so not much going to be open. If you go to Carnival, you're just there for Carnival. There's not much else going to be open. So and things are it's pretty expensive to go there for Carnival. But in terms of other investments, yeah, looking at cryptocurrency investments, it'll be real estate too, trying to diversify out. That's why I'm here in Medellin, because there's a lot of good real estate development opportunities. I do have a background in Masters in International Development. So, looking into development, economic, business development programs here in Medellin and Colombia.
Okay. All right, there's anybody here got a pension or pension coming? Anybody can jump on that if they got one. If not, we can kind of move on. Anybody got a pension? I don't think nobody old enough in here for a pension, man. But
No.
Nah.
yeah. So yeah, man. So yeah, we definitely trying to get a trip going to Brazil in March, man, for the carnival. I know it's expensive. I don't expect everybody to go, but we're trying to. I know we got two brothers right now on board for sure. That's too solid, and that's pretty much me and Mr. 504. And I think Dre, you about 50% in, right, on that?
45, 50, yeah.
Okay,
Somewhere
45,
up in
50.
there.
All right. So, fellas, yeah, I recently did a show with O'Shea, man, where we talked about, when you're traveling and you're having all this press session, you're having all this fun, but at the same time, you need to try to be business minded, be a little smart about it. I mean, I know guys that go to DR 2 and 3 times a month easily, if not more, and they spend so much money on renting property, man. And like I told O'Shea, man, uh, I got some contacts down there where you can build a house between 25 and 50 grand, man. If you can build a house for 25 grand, even if it's a smaller 2 bedroom, I mean, you probably spending close to half of that in hotel fees and shit like that, man. You can buy your own crib and rent it out, to different people and make money off of it, man. So that's something to consider, man, when you guys traveling, man. Don't just be trying to, have all this fun, man, and not being smart about it, man. You just blowing all your money, you know. Sometimes I feel bad when I come back off my trip. Even though I always budget, I feel kind of bad when I come back off my trip because I'm like, well, dang, I could have invested that in something else. So now it's time for me to step up the plate and get some property in another soil. And I'm open to all the WTU members as far as investing in a property. And we definitely need to come up with at least 5 brothers or 10 brothers that want to put up 5 grand a piece and build a nice ass house custom. 5 grand, that ain't a whole lot of money. I mean, you can get a loan out on it or you can pay on it. 50 grand, 10 guys, man. I mean, that ain't a whole lot. And I mean, if you're there the same time as the next guy, it should be a 3 bedroom place. So it shouldn't be a problem. But that's definitely something us as brothers need to look into, man. And I think I'm holding the mic a little too long, but I'm going to say what's up to this brother Asaba. What's going on, man? Introduce yourself to the people and let us know what you got cooking right now. You with us, Asaba? Tyreek? You got us on mute, man. All right. Well, we're gonna move.
He got to hit the mute button. Hey, if he can tap this, there you go. He off. He ready.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
Let me tell you, bro. I'm hearing y'all talking about working together. As far as money, this is one of the most interesting conversations you can have. Working together.
All right. Well, tell us, introduce yourself. Let the people know where you coming from, where you at, and what you got cooking in the pot, man. Your travel plans for the future. Just let us know a little bit what's going on with you, brother.
Okay, man. I've been living in the DR for a number of years now, and the last thing is on my mind is women. The first thing that's on my mind is money. So I work. I'm into investments. Women are a waste of my time. I know that's hard, but I know too many broke brothers, man. That got their mind on women. Too many. Most 90% of black men. Boy, I'm about to light this mug up. I'm about to
Go
light it
ahead.
up. I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. I'm gonna go ahead and shut up, man. Look, my name's Zaba. Y'all talking about money? I'm interested.
We uncensored tonight, man. We unplugged. Go ahead. Spit
Okay,
it out,
man.
bro.
But I've been living in the Republic of Dominicana for about 4 years. I own property here. And women is like 40 miles down the road for me. It's about trying to live a good life, be good to people, um, try to be happy, try to just be a decent person to other people, and just try to have a stable life and not waste my money. I be thinking like Chinese people, bro.
I like that.
You get three Chinese people going somewhere, they ain't wasting their money on
All right.
on bull, crap.
All right.
But
Well, I got a
that's where I'm
question.
at.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
question for everybody. Y'all answer this. Do y'all think Chinese people stick together more than Mexicans, or what race of people you think stick together and invest together the most? And we can go down the line with that one. Or maybe
I'm,
there's another race. I don't know.
the number one race that works together, it might white people and Jewish people might be even. If anybody can, and a lot of Asians do stick to, but it depends on the Asians. When you're talking about Vietnamese, when you're talking about all those countries I've been to, it's a difference. But Jewish people, bruh, they got it going on. I'm gonna say this quote here. Malcolm X said this. He said, if our hands have 5 digits, and he said, if I slap you, it'll sting, it'll hurt a little bit. But he said, if I bring them digits together, But see, we as African American people, we don't have that socio economic uh, um, history to as far as working together. But and so if we work together, man, if you can get three brothers to work together, man, they can move mountains. Three brothers. We don't need 15. We don't need seven. 4 or 5 brothers working together is powerful. But Jews got that down. White people got that down. And Dr. Claude Anderson talks about this all the time. White people understand working as a team. Working as a team. And the only thing we be worried about is, but anyway, man, I ain't gonna take up too much. I'm gonna go ahead and let somebody else speak.
All right, we're gonna pass the mic to brother Drees, and then I think Brian after Drees, then brother Royal, then Nick, and then back to you. Uh,
Run that question one more time.
what race of people you think stick together the most and invest, in business and stuff like that? And I mean, but you can freelance with it if you want to talk about something else. It's fine.
Well, well, that's cool that I have to say that everybody outside of black people are people who stick together to work together to get things accomplished. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Uh,
Go ahead, man. I got, hey, I'm gonna get like
Well,
O'Shea here. Do I gotta tell y'all niggas to order again? God damn it. Brian, you have to goddamn dream.
Man,
Order
Drees.
again with the
Stonewall.
Brian.
Yeah,
Stonewall.
Drees. I ain't know, man. His phone was breaking up a little bit. Yeah, but in my opinion, um, I if you just talk about just those two, I would say the Asian people. Um, when it comes to business. I do see a lot of Hispanics. They will stick together when it comes to on a social level. You know, you see a lot of them. You know, sticking together when it comes to socially. But just in my opinion, yes, in on the from a business standpoint, yes, a lot of the agents they stick together a whole lot better.
All right, all right. Jump in there, Shaheed.
Uh,
Royal.
yeah, man. Basically, I'm speaking from a standpoint of living in Lexington, Kentucky. That's all I can really speak about. Of course, I've been in other places, but I have not lived there for a substantial amount of time to be able to like come up with this type of ideology. But in Lexington, Kentucky, bro, I see white people and Mexicans pretty much they stick the hell together, man. I mean, to the point to where, me personally, I might go. I mean, we always frequent white establishments. That's given. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody just jumped in the building, but yeah, we always white people they always stick together. We in the system of white terrorism, as I speak. The hell with white superiority, white supremacy. I don't subscribe to that, but we in a system of white terrorism. So white people, they definitely are more on code. More somebody need to mute themselves. Uh, well, anyway, like I said, we in the system of white terrorism. Uh, Me personally, in Lexington, Kentucky, I see more white people sticking together and more Hispanic people sticking together. Like, it's funny because I'll go to I'm a big taco man, so Mexican food man. So I'll go and I'll frequent a lot of Mexican restaurants and things like that. But some of the some of the few places that are African American owned or black owned, uh, I never see them come and reciprocate the action. Man, you'll never see a Mexican, and I feel like I'm comfortable enough to say this across the board, man. Not just in Lexington, Kentucky. Like white people, they rarely come to like black establishments unless it's like a restaurant or something like that. Mexicans and Hispanics, they rarely, if never, come to like black establishments, even if it is a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So to cut my answer off short, I would say, from my standpoint, white people and Mexican people in North America, they stick together, more than anybody I've ever seen.
All right, I need to mute brother Saba. Let me put him on the wall. Let me put this brother on the wall. All right, Nick, you still with us, man? What's the deal, Nick?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so well, part of it's that. Part of it is African Americans, Black people have been part of the history of the United States from day one. You know what I mean? Well before the U.S. was a country, Christmas Addicts was part of the Boston Massacre. So you know what I mean? It's like well before the U.S. became a country, Black people were on the foundation. So the only thing with African Americans versus the other groups that I can see is that they've been around so long that African Americans have kind of branched off into other areas. You got some, professional athletes, African American billionaires. You know, the first millionaire and one of the first millionaire African Americans was a woman, right? Because she bended the curve.
Madam
And
C.J. Walker.
yeah,
C.J. Walker.
exactly. So the
Yeah.
history of the African Americans U.S. is longer than some of the other groups in the U.S., right? So you got African Americans who just like throughout the whole U.S. society, but everybody's kind of the only thing I can see from coming from Boston, people went off in their own directions, right? Not everybody's like in the same communities, the same neighborhoods. People have moved into the suburbs, they moved on to other areas where you've got other certain cultural groups, like in Boston. A lot of the Jewish people are in the same neighborhood for like centuries. Hispanic people in the same neighborhoods, right? So it's like people didn't branch and move out, but African Americans moved out throughout society, you know, interracial marriage, all these other things going on, which some of the other groups don't do, right? Jewish people tend to marry other Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? Chinese, Asian people tend to marry other Asian, Chinese people. Sometimes there's some interracial marriage, but not that much. A lot of them even have arranged marriages. So it's a lot different. You know, the only thing I can say is like, yeah, the unity of in the African American community or the Black community to kind of connect together for business and business development in the communities isn't always there, right? People trying to look for some outside source, some outside money coming into the community rather than trying to like connect with each other to do business. That's the thing I see.
Good answer, man. Good answer right there. He came with a solution. Brother Arnell, man, just introduce yourself, man, and jump on in, man, right on the subject, man. We trying to figure out what race of people you think that stick together the most in business, stuff like that. You with us, Brother Arnell? All
Can you
right.
hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah. I can hear you. This Arnell?
Yeah, this is Arnell, man. Yeah, my bad, man. I'm riding down the highway right now, and I saw y'all was doing a live, so I just wanted to chime in with y'all right quick, you know. But yeah, this Mr. 504, part of WTU fam, you know. But my opinion, I think y'all slept on one group. That's the Vietnamese. In my neighborhood where we at, especially down here in New Orleans, man, people come down here dirt poor on a boat by train, you know what I'm saying? And they be 8, 9 of them in the house. You'll slowly see them popping up with different stores on the corner, different restaurants and whatnot. If you're from the area, y'all may know of a place called Lee's. Well, when these people first came down here, they had one small store. Now they have them in New Orleans East, they have them in Metairie, they have them in Kenner, but it's all family orientated. This is also a group of people that I never seen myself personally. They suffer from colorism. As me being a black man, I think that's one of the things that pretty much tear us apart for us, like business ventures and just getting along with each other. And Hispanic people, they go through the same thing. Like Dominicans and Haitians, all of them live on the same island, but one of them skin complexion is darker than the other one, so they can't stand the motherfucker. So in that particular group, I don't see them having that problem. As far as Vietnamese people, I don't actually interact with them per se on a day-to-day basis, but on the different venues, all these hair salons popping up around here, Vietnamese people. They selling the horse hair, Vietnamese people. They got soul food kitchens. You think you see a black man back there making the red beans? No, Vietnamese people. And it's all, they hire their own people, they fire their own people, and they take care of their own people. So for me, from what I'm seeing in my particular area, all hands down, the Viet Cong motherfuckers, they got a lock on the game. They look out for each other. And that's all I got to say about that.
Hey, Rich.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Rich. Before we change subjects, I ask you this question, man. I see when I go into like you said, Vietnamese or maybe Korean. There's more like Arabs over here, man. Walk in, they got like kids at the register. They got their kids at the registers, man. They got how many times have you walked into a black owned shop and seen a black kid at the register, man? It's fucked up, man. It is. I asked that as a serious question. Have you ever seen that? I'm in Lexington, Kentucky, so it doesn't happen. But y'all cats in the bigger cities, does it happen for y'all?
You don't see that shit in New Orleans, dude.
I see it sometimes in Atlanta, not much, man. But we at, bro?
they send their kids to private schools. Like most of the ones I go to, I go in there, man. They send their kids to the best of schools to educate them. Even though they working in the family restaurant, they sending their kids to get educated, and their kids send their kids to get educated. So it's a trickle down effect. You know, I mean, that's what I see for the Vietnamese people.
All right, brother Saba, are you there? Are you there, man? Saba. Okay, we're gonna go to all right, where we at now? Because I'm kind of
Oh,
confused
can
now.
you hear me?
Okay,
Can
let's
you hear
look
me?
at
Can you hear me?
all right, yeah, yeah. All right, question. I don't know if you answered the question yet. If you haven't, go ahead and answer it. But I got another question I want to bring up for the panel, man. What's a good investment that or what's the best investment that WTU can do as far as I mean, it don't have to be a business abroad. It can be just something we all can invest in. I
I
mean,
see.
besides the stock we have now, we need some
I
good
see.
ideas.
Yeah, boy, two questions. I can't believe, when you look at the American economy, I'm going back to the Jewish question. Nobody owns more than the Jews, not the Hispanics, not the Jewish people work together, probably more than white folks. But back to what we can probably invest in. I mean, we all know businesses where people are doing well. I'm gonna say this little side note right here. People who are doing well right now will always have the best advice, some of the best advice on what to do. I mean, for instance, if I own a hot dog stand, and I'm going low level here. If I own a hot dog stand, I'm the best person to talk to about owning a hot dog stand. Okay? I mean, talk is cheap. But when you see somebody making $5,000, $6,000 a week, that's the person you need to talk to. Forget all them other people who are talking, but the people who are actually making money. With that being said, there's a couple of businesses, man. I got a buddy of mine, man, dude make about $5,000 a week towing cars. Just towing cars. That's all he does. And that's profit. And that's profit. Okay. That's not like the expenses. That's profit. So I would think, real estate is always a good thing. For instance, right now I'm in Santiago. I'm telling you, bro, there are apartments here that WTU could buy. I talked to Dries about this about a couple of days ago for $40,000. Think about it. If with how many members would that take to put in, $5,000 or $3,000 or even $1,000 a piece?
Uh,
If it was 40 members, there are houses, Airbnb, even if it was in the States, even if it was in New Orleans where Dries lives, or where you live. Real estate, I kind of feel like, Airbnb is a good thing, but I would say Airbnb or I'm gonna make it short because I can kind of get long winded. Airbnb or somebody in WTU who is actually making money that we can piggyback off of. To me, that would be it.
Okay. Trees, we're gonna shoot the trees, man. What's good over there?
How much? So we are on the topic of what can net us money right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. Just shoot it to me how you want, man. You can talk about what we're doing now or what we can do.
I'm gonna go back to what we should have done in Medellin. We wanted to get all of these particular places, and yes, they were all festive looking and things of that nature. But we were going to spend a pretty penny to get my whole thought process about it was that at least that way we can have something come back to us. And that was just then. That's something we could do the next time we in Medellin, the next time we are anywhere. It shouldn't like I had a part in doing the beach fest that was in Dominican Republic in the last, and I was trying to tell my boy that we could. I wanted to tell him that We could have found us a place off the script, off of Pedro Casante, where we could have monetized the event, monetized the door, and things of that nature, and rented a place and just made money off the door itself and buy whatever liquor we had to buy. We do the same thing we did with Blue Ice. We pretty much picked out Blue Ice to use Blue Ice's workers, serve drinks and all of that. But we just got them to do the drinks and we just held the club down. We didn't get anything back from it. But it's a way that we should be able to make money off it, and that would be to monetize whatever building it is for admission.
Hey Richie, man, I hate to cut in, but let me tell you something, man. I'm involved I bought some real estate with another group who are real estate minded. They and basically, just to give you an idea how it works, I'm gonna be real quick. Basically, give you an idea how it works is basically we invested in a house. We're Airbnb in that house out right now. Now, basically, we all put in money and always repairs. Repairs need to be done. We make the repairs. Basically, I don't got to put no money in it right now. Residual income. That's probably the key. In other words, I'm gonna try to be really quick. If I died, my deed to the property goes to my children. So I mean, we don't got to do nothing, nada. The business is making enough money to where we're all making money, and the maintenance.
All right, we lost you right there, Dion. We
Yeah,
lost him right. Go ahead, Brian. Talk that shit, Brian.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's actually what I'm looking into as well. Is something along the lines of what he was talking about. There's actually a few of them that I'm looking at just to base a model off of to possibly get our own thing started. But it's pretty much the same thing. You put your money in, you Airbnb it out, you rent it out. Like I said, whether it be an Airbnb or you can rent it long term. You can do a short term situation where it's daily, or you can do a long term situation where it's monthly or 6 months or a year once we get more properties. But I think that would be more so of a good situation as well. Just kind of piggyback off what he said. It's kind of hands off. You can hire a management company to come in and do it, or we can set aside someone. We can have our own guys that are in that area to do it themselves as far as management. But I think that would be a nice little situation right there as well.
All right, Brother Royal. Brother Royal, you with us? Royal, you with us, man? This nigga watching the football game.
I got cut off.
All right, Nick, go ahead, man. I think Nick was after him. We're trying to go in a little order. Nick, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's definitely true. It's like real estate would, I think, be a good opportunity because it's also easier to subdivide it in terms of ownership. You can also have real estate investment trusts. So you can have like a lot of good contractual agreements that could be easily subdivided as a group in terms of the earnings of the property, division of responsibility, division of expenses of the property, which is a little bit harder to do with other kinds of businesses. So that's a good starting point. The other thing is like if you guys buy a house or something like that together, even a condo, then people can decide when they can, instead of having to throw that money into a hotel, you can be putting your money into a piece of real estate that can actually give you that passive income, like Sosua said, and Brian had talked about, and it's a good opportunity for the group because also when you have a piece of property, and so I talked to Taylor back in Panama, and he said, we were shooting, back and forth a little bit while I was there last trip in September. And he was talking about, a friend of his or women he had met had bought a piece of property in Panama. And I said, well, yeah. And we were talking about and he says, well, I got priced out at Panama. And I said, well, how much did the value grow in like 5 years or something like that? He said it grew like 7 times in value, right? So that equity that you could get from that piece of property, I think the lady bought it for like 100,000. It's worth about 700,000 now. So that equity you could have in that piece of property could be used to get a mortgage or finance on the next property. You know, it's like playing the game of Monopoly, right? You could use that to put it in towards another piece of property. So, you know, investing as a group in a piece of property could lead to acquiring other properties as part of a group.
That's what's up.
Boy, Rich, I got cut off, but I got to tell y'all something real exciting, man. I got a piece of property right now. I'll send y'all all pictures if you text me. In Puerto Plata. It's a little bit in the country, but it can be, if we were to, look, we don't got to pay for the land. It's probably about, I don't know, 30% of an acre right now. Ain't nothing on it. I'm about to sell it. But I'm thinking, man, if a couple of us invested and built a house on it, I don't know. It's just an idea. But I don't know what happened with my phone, but I'm invested in this group right now. Right now, I get about $600 a month from a group I invested in. Now it's residual income. It includes all the maintenance fees, the taxes, or whatever we got to pay for it. And I'm getting that money and it's free. The great thing about what you're talking, and that's why I'm so excited. The great thing about what you're talking about is people working together and trying to, create some residual income or some type of future and together. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't know how much money a lot of brothers go and spend, but I'm gonna tell you right now, each month with all the WTU members spending money, we probably can buy a house every month. So I'll say that. I'll throw that out there. I have a property. It's close to Costambar. That's close to Port. It's close to the beach, and I don't know. I ran into a Haitian guy, and he said, "Man, I can build you." It was a 1-bedroom house. And it's really cool. It was brick, everything. Because guess what? I can tell you how much one brick in Puerto Plata is about 50 cents. Okay, so it ain't much to build a house here, because even in the States, you got to think building, you got to, and I'm sure some of you know about building, it's the labor. The labor here is cheap. Now, I don't care if it's here or whatever. I don't care. I'm just throwing it out. But bruh, us not working together would be a tragedy. Would be a tragedy. I'll leave it at that.
All right, brother Arnell, you never got a chance to answer, right? You there with me?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm listening.
Yeah, go ahead, talk that shit, bro.
Well, just sitting here thinking about it, I see y'all pretty much got the real estate idea pretty much covered. So next thought that goes to my mind, what goes along with housing, transportation? I think a small transportation business, should get your real estate up and running, would be pretty lucrative. You got all these folks coming in from all over the country. A lot of them are Spanish. You got guys like the King. We can put together some type of transport business. People get off the plane, we move next time, whoever we pick up, will pick up as well.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, who got all that background noise? All right, I'm gonna mute him. Go ahead, bro. Finish.
Yeah, I was saying transportation that goes along with the housing. You got people who are bilingual that are in the group. That's definitely would be a plus as far as meeting people at the airport. Because once you get this business up and running, people are gonna get there and they're gonna be like, hey, I gotta, Uber can't go there. That shit's illegal. That's where we could come in at. I mean, if you could actually provide a service to get people from the airport to your place of business, well, which would be our Airbnb or our apartments we rent out or whatever, that'd be a steady source of income as well. And by we having feet on the ground already, i.e., Nick, the main people who are there, who know the area, that are fluent in both languages, that would be beneficial as well. Next thing I'm gonna say, this may sound a little cliche, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. As far as something that we should definitely all be investing in right now, our health. None of this shit is just gonna be possible if we don't invest in our health. So
That's
that's
true.
just two things that I look at me myself from my standpoint. You got diabetes, you got high blood pressure, you got other problems going on. You're not taking care of your health. All this other shit we talking about is clean up out the window. So that's something definitely that all members should look into. I mean, take a serious, good look in the mirror and be like, hey, am I in the best shape I could be in right now? Yeah, I have all these good ideas, but how long can I physically withstand what I'm doing to my body and take care of all these things if I'm not taking care of myself? So first and foremost, I think all members should take a look and try and invest something into your health, whether it be 45 minutes a week, whether it be an hour, whatever you can spare. That's something definitely you should look into because of longevity. By us being African American, all that shit's in our bloodline. You know that shit just is in our DNA. We hypertension. That shit runs in my family. You know, more than sure it runs in your family too. If you're Indian, any type of African descent. I mean, just be honest with yourself. But those are the two things. That's what I have to chime in on. Transportation to go along with the real estate. That's a nice little snack to go along with the meal. You know, you have your main meal, you got your dessert. Um, when we was in Medellin, they say the going rate was 70,000 to get from where we were to El Poblado. You got 10 people, you multiply that by 10, one run, that's 700,000 pesos. I don't know how much that is in American dollars, but I'm just saying, get you a small van or whatever, run the money back and forth, and there you go. You got you some extra income right there. But that's
Yeah,
all I got.
that's like 250.
Hey, there you go. 250 a run. You do that 4 times a day, it's $1,000. Hey, there it is. You know, so just a thought.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Brother Shahi, you back with us, man?
Yeah, man. Hold on. I'm trying to get my damn my shit situated, man. Give me a second.
All
Yeah,
right, all
I'm
right.
with you though.
Brian, did you?
Hello?
Okay, who am I missing? Did Nick chime in already on this? Nick.
Oh yeah, I already chimed in already on that. Yeah, about the let's talk about real estate and just supporting what other people have said about the investing in the real estate as a group.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. Uh, okay, man. I'm in the auto business, man, and it's a ton of money. I'm gonna keep the story short, but I once a guy told me one time, man. He told me one time. He says, I said, well, I want me a body shop, man. He said, well, the money is not really in the body shop, man. It's in the whoever owns the building. And I'm like, what? What you saying? I said, well, you making money every month fixing cars. You making a ton of money. He said, yeah, but the guy that actually owned the properties, he can own more properties than cars you can fix. So within a 10, 20-year period, if this guy paid 200,000 for this building, in about 10 to 20 years, it's worth double or triple that money. So it's hard for a person, even if you're in business, to save up 200, $400,000. But if you got 10 properties and they all profited 200 to $300,000 in 10 to 20 years, I mean, you're talking about millions of dollars. So it's definitely money in real estate, and real estate had made the most millionaires in the world. So I mean, it's just a fact, just a fact, and I think that's gonna be the best avenue for us. It's just my opinion, but what's going on with your Drees? We're gonna pass it to you, man. And, to speak on whatever you want to speak on right now. We're gonna freelance a little bit. Well,
And this big old something that nobody wanted to touch, but we were told not to talk about. So I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
move
speak
on.
on it, man. Speak on it. We freelancing, man. Go ahead.
Uh, I'm about to freelance on it. Um, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to. What I will talk about.
Nah, man, go ahead, freelance, man. I don't want to put no restriction. You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
cool. Let me talk about what I wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Just throw it out there, man.
That's what I was about to do. Nah, I just wanted to talk about what we're gonna be doing. WT, well, shit. Go on to the next one because I gotta bring that to the group. I'll bring that to the group.
Man, come on, man. Come on, what the WTU meet up? When we gonna do it, man? What's gonna be the next and when?
Well,
God
planning.
damn. It's bullshit. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dries. 'Cause we got a big panel, so we're trying to.
Right. I just my thing is I'm putting Medellin back on the map. Yeah, if anybody up for it, we can vote on it or what have you. It's a couple of people that I've already talked to. I'm already thinking about going back. Might as well make it another group trip there after the Brazil trip.
All right, so give the people a date on it or whatever. What date you thinking?
Well, I'm trying to have me a birthday party on it, so definitely the first week. So do like make well. Let me look at the calendar. Anybody got a calendar available right
Yeah, I'm gonna pull one up right now. All right, you saying May?
now? Yeah, like
May, my nigga. I'm a Taurus. Let's
May,
go.
May
what's
what?
your? I was saying I left on the Wednesday. I normally leave on the Wednesday or Thursday. Either the first to the seventh, or like the second to the seventh.
All right,
May,
you
Yeah.
got May.
Okay.
May 1st is a Wednesday.
right. So that put my birthday on a Saturday. So what is that? What's your birthday date, Jahad?
My birthday's on May 7th, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that like works perfectly in line for me, to be honest.
Hey, you about doing that birthday bash then?
Well, look,
Cause
I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do for this Brazil. I was like, between March and May, it's a hell of a turnaround time. To be honest with what I'm trying to do. Like, if I go with y'all in March, cause I got
I
like a family reunion in Miami in July. I got a lot of shit popping this year, so I'm trying to. I mean, next year, so I'm trying to see how the shit's gonna pop off. That way, I can make my actual my plans and shit. But yeah, May 7th is my birthday. I'd like to be within Dominican Republic or Colombia for that trip, and that's where I'm going right now.
Okay.
well,
All right. Well, we'll figure the dates out. We'll figure that out.
I mean, I already got my date set up
So what's your dates, Dre? Just like let it be known, man.
already. Let's see, it's February 25th to June 1st.
February.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, so
June.
you stay in a month. I got you.
Yes.
To where you talking about Medellin?
Yes.
Ah,
All right.
can't
All
hate,
right.
can't hate the player, man. Word.
All right. All right, Brian. What's good with you over there, man?
Man,
That's
I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's going lovely, bro.
all right.
Everything going lovely, man. Yeah, man. My birthday's in May as well, man. So but it is what it is. I can celebrate anytime, man.
It, it's
It
like two
sound
other
like
people in the group. That's
sound
that.
like May is the mood then.
Yeah, but yeah, I can celebrate.
Mayday, Mayday.
But yeah,
Just a
we
second. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second, everybody. To the latest WTU member, I want to send a shout out to Mr. Damon H. And I don't know. I think he's just chiming in, but there's going to be another group trip going to Medellin on May 2nd to May 8th. Just keep in contact in the group. We'll let you know those dates. We'll finalize those dates at time. All right.
What location,
All
bro?
right.
Like,
All right. We're gonna pass the mic on down the line, brother.
I got
Uh,
you. I got you.
don't know who's next. Is it Ornell or matter of fact, Shaheed Roy, it's your turn. Go ahead. Speak that shit, brother.
Shit. What we on? I missed like the last question. About the real estate.
Well, it's
What
not
we on
really
now?
it's not really a question, man. It's just any ideas or anything you want to throw out there, because the show ain't gonna be too long. So I'm just trying
Yeah.
to
So
get
you
whatever.
asking about actual destinations or something like that, or what's up?
No. Anything on your mind you want to talk about? Because we probably got
Okay.
like
Well, look.
another 15,
Shit.
20 minutes.
That's broad as hell, man. Look. Listen, man. I've been
You
back
want me to give you
for
a question?
3 weeks, man. I've been back for 3 weeks from my Medellin, Colombia, man. And if I see one more dark chocolate chick with platinum blonde fucking hair, or if I see another fat chick talking about, can I set it off? Can I set it off?
Set
I
it off,
see
man.
another fat black chick talking about Thickums or Team BBW, or look, man, hey man, don't get me started, man. I've been back for 3 weeks and I'm ready to like get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm ready. Look, I have no hair. I have no hair, but I'm ready to pull it out, man. Like, if I can like document to you, and I'm thinking about making that some type of series or something like that. If I can document to you how many like fat black chicks with platinum blonde hair, dark skin, and talking about I'm Team Thickums or Team BBW, bruh, I have no hair to pull. So therefore I have to like buy another plane ticket. I have to get the fuck up out of here, man. These chicks, man, y'all in bigger cities. Y'all wouldn't understand. Like you can go, to certain spots, I'm sure, within y'all respective cities and get it popping off. Here, man, Lexington, Kentucky, we not like exactly Mayberry, but bruh, it's bad. Like I said, if I see another fat black chick talking about she's a diva, like with diva attitude, of course, talking about she's Team Thickums, I'm gonna jump out my window. Albeit it's only like 3 feet from the ground when I jump out. I'm ready to jump out. I'm sick of it, man. So with that said, bruh, y'all cats out there that I want to be too long with it, but this is an important message. Y'all cats out there that are actually simping and co-signing these women out here that are doing shit like this, talking you all funky and like being fat, looking like Fiona from Shrek in the face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still like jumping on board with them, man. Y'all fucking up the game, man. You kiss on y'all cats on Badu who are like looking at chicks on hours on end who ain't looking about nothing. Who look like Patrick Ewing in the face. But yeah, y'all talking about, hey, you beautiful. Hey, I'll drink your bathwater and all this shit, man. You're fucking up the game, okay? And this is for YouTube, bruh. Don't fuck up the game, man. That's all I can say. I'm out.
Can I
All
piggyback
right.
on that one, Frank?
Go ahead, brother.
Uh, all I want to say is to my brothers that are coming from Sosua, do me a favor and take your ass to Brazil. Get your heart broke right. But don't come to Medellin and fuck up the price. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. So brother Nick still on, or I think Nick cut out, huh? Okay. All right, who's next? Brother Saab, I know you got something to say. Talk to me, brother. You're on the line. Hey man, I got my panel, half my panel sleeping.
Brrr, I'm awoke, bro. I'm ready. Hey, I can go
Hey
again
man.
if you want me to.
Hey, you on mute, brother Saab? I think I might have put the brother on mute. My fault,
Am I
brother.
on mute? Am I on mute?
Go ahead, man. Speak that shit, brother. Talk that
Look,
shit, brother.
man. Fuck these hoes. Y'all keep talking about fuck these hoes. Look, bro. When we 70, Medellin vacations ain't gonna mean motherfucking shit. People paying too much ain't gonna mean shit for us. What's important for us is trying to make our lives better, and we do that economically first. Money first, hoes fucking tenth.
And you know what my
Our
grandfather told me,
mind, we
man?
got to take care of our health. We have to eat the right foods. We have to exercise. All that shit about these hoes is
Yo,
No, finish your sentence,
we
bro.
we have
Yeah.
to take care of our.
The white man got his foot on his neck.
Damn.
They got
Go
yo,
ahead, brother.
man.
Speak
fucking
that shit, bro. Get it out, brother.
fuck
We
hoes.
can't hear you, bro.
You
Like,
know,
yeah, look, message is clear though.
the
I
only
promise you that.
Yeah, he keep going out.
hoe
That nigga ain't
us
He going in too.
our our future no income. Please be there. Be there when
Hey
what I'm
man, the
saying
white
to you,
man
man.
got his foot on your neck, man.
Hey,
And I,
Damn.
look, man. What he's saying is put your purse first and that ass last. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, word. But look, no,
had me to
seriously,
be like
man. That's a
Hold on,
real,
hold
that's
on,
real,
hold on, hold
that's
on. We're
real
gonna
though,
pass it
man.
around a little bit.
down the
Brother Arnell, you go next. I don't know.
I got one thing to say. Well, actually, two words. New life. That's all I got to say. You know
New
what I'm
life.
talking
Missionary
about, right?
Baptist Church.
I
New life
got you.
in Medellin.
Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. Hey, what's good over there, Drees?
nah, just blowing my nose right now.
You
New
was
life.
supposed to
That
bring me
sounds
there,
like
Rich. We ain't make it there, bro. Next
Huh?
time we gotta go,
Oh,
bro. You
you
supposed to
didn't
bring
make
me
it
last
there.
time, bro.
You didn't
Oh,
make
y'all went?
it.
Oh man, that's okay. Okay, all right. I see how it is.
what y'all
Drees, you
talking
went too? Talking about
about.
new
I
life,
don't know. Yeah.
man.
Here's the
All
question
right.
I got about new life. You understand me? I was asking how much it would cost for communion there. And I asked him, and I was trying to find out if I could go ahead and get me a little can you take an age test there too? Or it's just a women thing?
Oh, a new life? Nah, man. Come on. Nah.
That shit don't make sense.
You- Well, I mean, you can do that on your own, man. You go to
No,
Walgreens and
you
do
know,
that.
do that. You should be
That
able to
nigga
do
said
that shit there
Walgreens.
too.
Hey, man. You know, I guess, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, brother Saba, are you still with us, man?
yeah. I'm still here, man. Oh
All
shit.
right,
I'm
man.
sorry.
All right, man.
Well,
Go
no, what I
ahead.
was
Go
saying
ahead. Cut that
was,
shit
a
off,
lot of
man.
times, man. What I was saying was, a lot of times when bruh, and a lot of times it has a lot to probably do with my age. I'll be 55 in April. I have no medical problems. The reason why is because I keep my stomach fat down. A lot of brothers don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about fat hoes, but we want to talk about fat niggas. Okay,
Uh-oh.
so
Oh shit.
yeah, let me continue here. So we as brothers, man, have to focus on us. We have to focus on us. Motherfuckers love to talk about bitches and what the fuck. Nah, focus on me. Because when you 87 years motherfucking old, them hoes, Medellin, none of that shit ain't gonna make no motherfucking difference. Vacations, none of that shit. The only thing gonna make a motherfucking difference, nigga, is your life secure. And that shit is huge. And we as black men got to focus on that shit. How the fuck can we secure our future? How the fuck can we secure our, help our mother, help our children, secure our future? All that other shit is secondary. It don't mean motherfucking shit. It's fucking bullshit. Motherfucker be talking about, nah, that shit's secondary. It's niggas going on vacation on credit cards. Okay, so anybody that would be like, nah, that shit ain't, that's real motherfucking talk. It's okay if you got your shit together, but I'm gonna tell you right now without lying, and I'm telling you, I got family. We all Americans, we got family. Most niggas don't got their shit together, and so we gotta focus on ourselves first. If we do that, a lot of hoes is gonna always motherfucking be there. Nigga, if you get your shit together.
Hold up. Hey, like, not to disrespect you, brother, or like jump in between your argument, but look, I go to the gym. Me personally, I go to the gym. What I see there is white women, white men, black men sprinkling between. Rarely do I see black women and shit. So I feel like the argument of cats asking women, I mean, simply we asking women, black women, get yourself together, man. Like I see Mexican women. They doing their thing. Brother, and look, I understand what you're saying, man.
This is the thing. With all love, all respect, all love, and all respect. I'm not going to tell you to rake your motherfucking yard because my God leaves on my motherfucking shit. When you got time to be talking about them bitches, nigga, rake your shit. Worry about your health. Worry about your heart. Worry about your heart. Worry about your blood pressure. Worry about everything about you. Fuck worry about bitches. Don't worry about them. Take care of you.
What I'm telling you is,
hold on. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you?
It makes perfect, brother. I'm not disagreeing with you, man. It makes perfect sense. What I'm telling you is, I'm a man who takes care of my health. I go and I go to the gym. I don't own my home yet, but I'm like very close to owning it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy you talking about yourself.
What I'm telling you is like in the wilderness of North America, in Kentucky, as I say it, because I can't speak for everybody else. I'm like a unicorn, man. And I don't want to be a unicorn. It's like I don't want to be a unicorn, bro. I don't want to be that. What I'm telling you is like, I take care of my shit and I always take care of my shit. And bitches is pretty much the last thing on my mind. But at some point, it comes back to the women. And then like the women pool that I'm dealing with, man, it's not congruent with how I'm living, man.
Right.
It's like I'm
gonna change it up for you. I'm gonna change it up for you.
Don't interrupt me.
Okay, go ahead.
Interrupt me. Just listen to me, and I'll be done quick. Okay. What I'm doing to be a black man in the wilderness of North America in regard to taking care of my business in Kentucky, I can't stay nowhere else. I'm doing everything I need to do, but these women ain't doing exactly what they need to do.
Okay, but let me say this to you respectfully. The human psychology does not have the ability. Let me say this to you. If I call you tonight, like when we got off, I'm like, man, I got a friend, this nigga fucked up. Your mind can't get away from my negative spirit. I don't have the time to be talking about my friend. Only focus on me. If I start talking negative, you know the first thing you're going to say? Well, Zaba, that's your friend. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get that. Don't ever, because I'm gonna tell you, if I get, let's say for instance, if you see me somewhere and you don't know me, and I'm on a soapbox on the corner, and I'm talking about black women, nigga, you be like, that nigga ain't got nothing better else to do. You know, it's
Hey, bro,
so
Zaba.
man, our
That like
time on this earth, our
I don't
time
want to
on this earth
hijack.
is very
Let,
limited. Our time
me
on
and
this
you,
earth is very
let's talk
limited.
offline. Let's talk offline. I don't
Yeah,
want to
let's talk off.
hijack
But
this.
let me say this though, and you know,
Let's talk
I got
offline.
love for you now. I got love for you now. I ain't. But I'm just saying, our time on this earth is so limited. It is
I
super
understand.
super limited. If you had to calculate, for instance, I'm gonna be real quick. If you had to calculate how long the earth has been here versus let me take this. Let me regress real quick. I'm gonna just say this really quick. Bro, our time is so limited. I'm so
I know.
focused on me. I swear to God, man, I don't really have a lot of energy in reference to worrying about what the other man doing or what these hoes doing or what these women doing in America. You focus on you, bruh, shit get real clear. And that's in regard to your money, your health, your spirit, you know, and it's difficult. And I'm gonna repeat this: it's difficult for the human mind. If let's say me and Richie are friends, and I was like, man, that nigga Richie, the first thing somebody gonna see, Bazaba, Richie, your friend. Why you throwing Richie under the bus? Cause I gotta, it's like if they ain't good for me, I don't got no relationship with them, so I don't gotta talk about them. I see a lot of men throwing a lot of sisters under the bus. And I got your, that's why I ain't in the country now. Because I got your exact same sentiments. But me and you gonna talk. Because I know you like talk, I like to
Yeah,
talk. Me and you gonna talk
yeah.
in love, you know what I'm saying? But when you bring them up, I can only focus on you. I can
Well,
only,
look, hey, bro, Zaba. I don't, like I said, I don't want to hijack this
yeah, because
broadcast.
I've been
You know what I'm
talking too
saying?
much too.
So me and you, we can have like a conversation offline, and then like we
We
can build on that. But to
we
let
will.
it be known, I'm
We
not worried
will.
about these women, man. I'm not worried about them. But yet, and still, since the black woman is a rightful counterpart to the black man, I can't help but to like have a certain sense of worry about her, man.
I
Seriously.
get it. I
So,
get it. I
hey,
get it.
let's move it on though, brother
All right, all
Zaba.
right.
Me and
But we
you,
gonna talk. We
me
gonna
and you,
talk,
me and you.
and we gonna talk. We gonna talk as brothers in love.
Of course,
Yeah,
All
of
right,
definitely.
course.
All right.
all right,
Go ahead. Go
fellas.
ahead. Go ahead.
I appreciate y'all both opinion, man. I respect both opinions. Yeah, we do need to focus on the business side of it more than the pleasure, definitely. But at the same time, shit, hey, we got to get them rocks off. I know I got to
Yeah,
get
man.
mine out. Brother Brian, man, speak up. You and Arnell and Drees, man. Y'all keep that shit, man. You can touch
Yeah,
on that.
man. I agree. I agree. At the end of the day, we are we need to build something for the future. I'm building something for my future every day. Every time I get paid, I'm putting something aside for my future. At the same time, I'm still living now, so I still want to be able to have fun. But one thing my grandfather said, man, he died a few months ago, but he's always tell me when I was like young and acting crazy and stupid. He said, "Son, put your purse first, and that ass last." He's always say that, man, and I never really understood it when I was younger, but now I understand. Get this money, make your investments, set yourself up for later on, and don't worry, it's gonna be there. The women gonna be there. They're not going nowhere. So, but I kind of like what the other brother was saying. Yeah, when we get older, we got to think about that too. It's gonna be a time where we're gonna be, older, and we're not gonna be able to. Our little Peter weed ain't gonna work no more. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be 90 years old in nursing home. What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? So, you got to think about that as well. But yeah, but for right now, get your money, make your investments, have fun, but have in the back of your mind the future as well. That's just my take on it.
What's good, brother Drees? What you got to
Just
say about all the conversation?
just want to let y'all know. that I love all of y'all. And Brother Sazaba, you you preached tonight. You preached tonight, bro. You preached tonight. To everybody that's in the chat room, to everybody that's on the panel, I'd like to thank y'all for joining me and Rick again. To the people in the chat room, Jackson Jeter, Alex Viaja. I hope you like my video, man. I hope that's what's sending you to Medellin as we speak. I hope I'm convincing you with the video that you'll be going to Medellin and you'll be checking out San Diego yourself. But that's about everything I have to say. So I'm gonna just go ahead on and pass it on down the line. Who's next?
Brother O'Neal, man, go ahead and speak, brother. I know you said a short statement last time, but anything else you want to reiterate?
Yeah, pretty much that's it. I want to reiterate one thing what the brother said earlier about your health and whatnot. That goes back to one of our initial investments, and he was head on point with that, man. We need to invest in our health. So that was pretty much his statements were reiterating what one of my investments were. So I'm all good with that. Brian, you say our Peter ain't gonna work at 90. I'm sorry, brother. I have to kindly disagree. They got Cialis and Viagra for a nigga ass out there, you hear me? I plan on getting my shit filled. Yeah, this nigga gonna work. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get something, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see what y'all want. I'm gonna make it happen, bro. But that's all I got to say about that, brothers. I look forward to seeing y'all soon in Medellin. Medellin, man. Well, I'm glad the man ain't here. That he'll be on my ass about that right now. I will see y'all in Medellin very soon. I will be returning sometime in February. I don't know the exact date yet. Me and Drees may be out there. I don't know the exact, but I am and will be back out there with my Cialis and my Viagra. And that's about it. Y'all fellas be easy. Don't bite to the next off tonight. It was a heated debate up in here. I like to hear that. I like to hear that, you know what I'm saying, in the brothers, you know. But yeah, it's all love though, you know. Y'all be easy. Bro.
Not even a heated debate, bro. It's like, hey, it's not so much a debate as a discussion, man. Like, seriously.
My bad, discussion, a heated discussion. You know?
Yeah.
But you just sound passionate. You sound very passionate about it. So, it was something that needed to be put out there. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, man. Respect, Brother Arnell. Peace.
Oh, yeah, man. Peace, love, and happiness. Yeah.
All right. Well, we about to get the show to an end. Fellas, if anybody else want to say something, just step up, man. Make it kind of short, please. Anybody?
Royale, man, we gonna talk, man. I'm just thankful, that and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man, because when you talk to people, when I talk to people, I can be passionate, but I like friends. I like black men. No homo. You know what I'm saying? And I feel best when I'm around brothers, man. And I'm really looking forward to us having a conversation and just connecting and chopping it up, bro. But I'm gonna be hitting you up tomorrow, the next day, where we'll just talk, man. So I'm thankful. Really, I mean that from the bottom. I'm thankful. All right, bro. We gonna talk though.
All right, man.
We definitely gonna talk. As far as me goes, my fault, bro. As far as I go, man. Again, I'm a big fan of dialogue, and one thing about the black community that we kind of like shun away from is therapy. And me personally, this is my therapy. I don't go to no psychiatrist. I don't go to no psychologist. I'm here with you cats the same way y'all here, man, every Sunday. And this is like my own personal therapy. So when I, do talk about the black woman, it's in the hopes that we can all be in therapy together, man, for real. So with that said, y'all cats, y'all got passports, use them. Put them stamps in them passports, man. if you're not happy where you are in life in North America, man, as we call it in the Matrix, put them stamps in the passports. Peace to you, brother Rich. Peace to you, Dre Hart, and everybody on the panel, man. You know, and
Yeah, you're
peace
right.
and
Yeah,
love,
you're
bro.
right.
Respect.
Much love, homie.
All right, man. I'll talk to you brothers later, and we're gonna end this thing with Dr. Drees. You know what I'm saying?
Well, once again,
Dr. Drees.
this is Dree speaking to you, and we now have Brazil on the horizon with Medellin again to follow. Where I'll be putting together itineraries for both trips. To all the people that are going on those trips, people that want to know the dates for the Brazil trip will be from March 1st to March 11th. And after that, the dates for the Medellin pretty much going to be for the first half of the month. But that'll be finalized after everything with Brazil is. I like to take time out to say shout out to Stephen Oye, Jackson Jeter, Alex, Tampa Twine, a couple other brothers that's in the chat room tonight. I like to say thank y'all for coming out. You know, it's 23 people watching. We got 23 likes. That's completely fine with me. But other than that, this is Drew. If for Richie Rich, for Tariq, Cesaba, for Shahad, Arnell, Brian, Nick, have a good night, everybody.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Deuces.
Somebody playing church music over there. I don't
Man,
know
you
who
hear
that
that
is.
shit
Jedi.
I appreciate everybody coming on the panel, man. I appreciate Brian Bourne, Stephen, Alex, everybody coming in, Jackson Jeter, man. I know I can't name everybody. Elwood, appreciate you coming on the show. I know your show is probably a little more positive than mine, but I appreciate the love. Tampa Twine. I know all you guys, man. You guys really support the channel, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I don't do this for money, man. You know, I just do this because it's just something I like to do. I appreciate Damien, y'all coming in, Melvin Middle. Uh, I mean, like I said, I can't remember everybody that came in. Peace to O'Shea, appreciate you, Damien. What's the deal? Plant, I see you just dropped in. We about to end the show, man. But I just want to tell everybody, man, like, you know, have fun, do your traveling thing, get your money also. And just like the brother touched on earlier, man, try to get yourself in shape. I need to get myself in shape. And we actually talked about that in Colombia already. So we did touch on that. And right now, I got a few little issues going on, not no major health issues, but to be honest with you, I got a fucked up rotator cuff right now. I'm coming off Achilles injury too, so man, it's like a double whammy for me. So it's I'm gonna try to get my workout in some kind of way, but it's a little hard for me right now. But definitely, man, I appreciate everybody's support. And just remember, man, you got one life to live, man. So do whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever you want to do in life, if you just want to buy clothes, I mean, maybe you should invest in a clothes store. But buy your damn clothes. Do whatever you want to do with your money. But y'all have a good night. Stay safe out there. Peace out, man.